The Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The Bruins will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They stopped him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on 3rd down. They're in a position.
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. The offense set for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bruins offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jason.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Cox. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Flores. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it at the 30. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the RPO, complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
The Bruins backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Cox. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complimentary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Wants to fire on second down. Dances away to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Quickly complete. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. So first down here as they go back to work. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Notre Dame will get things started with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency there.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They go to the ground. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, in the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
The run from the shotgun. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Unleashes to the end zone. Hauls it in. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA! score. We'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here come the Irish back on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way
breaks into the open. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. They'll go to the ground. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the move. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cox. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be complete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Carr. Quickly complete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Richardson. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They send the tight end in motion. The give is to Williams. And he's dragged down.
Well, there weren't a lot of guys in the box defensively on that 2nd and long play, so you see the offensive line, they're able to get downfield, get a hat on a hat, and that helped lead to that successful play.
Throws to the tight end. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Flores. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. He makes the catch. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
And he crushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. I imagine imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12. And the Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's reeled in. It's Williams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give is to Williams. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Carr. Quickly complete. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little farther.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Cox.
The Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in. It's a seam wide open. Pass protect. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what?
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
They'll try to pass their way in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the stomping has commenced.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
UCLA 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. He leaves it with his back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Bruins line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll return it from around the 50. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
The give is to Williams. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good game.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Carr. He's moving out of the pocket. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
Smart decision. It's third and short in the red zone. It's not there. You throw it away, and now you put it on your head coach. You want to go for this? On fourth, or are we kicking a field goal?
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Complete to the left. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. It's complete to the left. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Bruins are on the move. The give to the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
He's marked down at the 29.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Here come the Irish back on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The short hands, it's Williams. Turning, oh my goodness, he's still moving. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity level. And the returner will be brought down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly, Dave.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the 4th quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to take off.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
Got him downfield. Across the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl up.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
The screen, he can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. With the catch, it's Barres. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quick release by the QB. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the 4th quarter.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Likely a lost cause, but he'll throw it again. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.